I'm sorry.
Everything sounds dirty with you.
Yeah.
I'm just ready.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ride to Redemption, Neon Goblin's playthrough of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. My name is Kevin Miller. I'm the Dungeon Master. With me are, as always, my lovely players. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I was gonna say that too. Hi.
First up, playing Bosco, we've got James.
Ahoy, hoy.
Playing Clive, we've got Alden.
Hello.
Playing Damo, we got David.
What's up?
Playing Captain Ephraim, we got Griffin.
Yo.
And we've got a new player today, Marcus, who is playing a character we will all meet together. So that's that. As always, we are sponsored by our friends at Roll20. It is a system agnostic tabletop gaming platform. You can use it to play with your friends all over the world. They've got a new dark mode. They've got premium assets that they just give you periodically if you've got a membership. They're a great platform and we love them a lot. And of course, we have up top a link for the Ukraine crisis. We have a charity connection that you can use to support the people of the Ukraine, obviously, as they go through this crisis. We'll be talking more about that a little bit after the stream when we talk about the rest of our channel. But for now, I believe we can get right into it. So, last time, we had just seen Elturel pulled into a flaming red hole in the ground, and it was determined through a series of very impressive checks by the party that it was in fact pulled directly to hell. That's right, Avernus has taken Elturel, the righteous city of angels, and the party is, I guess, stuck in the middle of that. So after helping out around the town and with a certain a dragon cultist unconscious on the back of one of their horses, the party plus their friend, Rhea Mantlemorn, have traveled to Baldur's Gate and are currently trying to seek some help in the city to figure out what happened, what to do next, and specifically how they could maybe get a handle on fixing this whole pulled into hell problem. So for now, the party has, after making contact with the Flaming Fist outside of the Basilisk's Gate in the northeast of Baldur's Gate, they are being taken currently to the headquarters of the Flaming Fist in the lower city, not far from that gate.
Right.
So we're gonna start there. You guys are within Baldur's Gate. Bosco, this is a very familiar sort of area of the city for you. It's the lower city. It's the outskirts. It's near the gates. It's definitely probably where you do a lot of your business. The outer city is sort of more impoverished, and there's a lot less to steal out there. So this is definitely where you've done the majority of your business.
All right.
Speaking of which, a couple of the Flaming Fist guards that are escorting you up to the Flaming Fist headquarters are kind of looking at you funny.
Are any of us perceptive enough to notice?
They're not really being shy about it. They're
Okay.
sort of waiting for you to either slip up or give some indication that you know they're watching you.
Can I kind of insight what their deal is?
Yeah.
Okay. That is. Ooh. Okay. It is a nat 20 for a 22.
Okay.
First
For a
to 5 in a row
22,
tonight.
Okay, you wanted to? I'll take a picture of it. I know I just talked about these nat 20s. That are just,
again, the nat 20 is, I just believe it. I assume that my players are not lying to me generally at all times. So you can sort of you can suss out that the specific guy who's kind of eyeing Bosco is not There's no intention of like, I'm gonna get this guy. I suspect he is a criminal. It's more of like, I think I know you. I think you've been around. I think I've at least heard of this person. There's not necessarily a any sense of like I don't know, predatory, like I have you now to it. It's more of like, hey, this guy, I've seen you before.
Oh, okay. Okay. So nothing malicious, like, oh, just like, all right, cool, I reckon, okay.
Yeah, it's not very respectful, as you would kind of expect from the weird entrance that you guys made and the fact that, these are the Flaming Fists. They don't have a reputation for being nice. But no one's in any danger as of
Okay. Bosco, it seems like you're very well recognized in this area. Or at least some.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of danger, I would like everyone to roll me a quick perception check.
Cool.
Oh boy, that's my strong
and if
suit.
anyone wants to just rely on their passive perception here, they can give me that number too.
Drop my dice. Let's roll another one.
16.
12.
Anybody get below a 15?
I got below 15.
Okay. Bosco
But-
and
That's not right.
What?
I got a 9.
okay. So just Ephraim. Ephraim, you recognize this is obviously you have not been to Baldur's Gate. This is in all of your years you've kind of been a shut-in over in Elturel, but there's sort of an air of like tension in the lower city. People are like, they're a little bit more, I mean, you've heard of Baldur's Gate, you know the sort of atmosphere it's supposed to have. This seems like an unusually subdued version of this city. Not quite the like bustling metropolis that you were led to expect you would find. I mean, people here have a reputation for being, if not gregarious, at least like willing to look up at you and go, hey, but not a lot of that happening.
Very dour atmosphere.
The city's in a mood, I think it would be fair to say. The city's in a mood.
Moody time. It's a moody time for a lot of people.
So it doesn't take too long, probably just like a solid 45 of walking to get to a large, squat compound. It's built like a castle in the middle of the city, but not like a fancy noble castle, like one of them built for function, not for form castles that people generally wouldn't go to as a tourist destination, but would flee to if there were, say, some kind of catastrophe. This is the Flaming Fist's main headquarters in the eastern side of Baldur's Gate. And as you guys are sort of being like led inside, everyone's just kind of going along. You are here to meet the captain, so
I would have taken that time to, if that's possible, just to create my little homunculus friend.
yeah, that's probably done on the move. That's allowed.
All right, so you see like a little mechanical dragon with like a little topaz in the center, about the size of a raven. I've also named him Topaz because I like that name. So he's also excited to show Clive since he's also very smart. Just the dual powers, everything, and it makes up the construct is it's very intricate. I'm very proud of it.
Okay, so you guys reach the gate. The guard there stops the one who's been escorting you, and they exchange some like hushed conversation. If anybody wants to try and listen in on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
If your passive perception beats a 12, you can hear it free.
It does.
So,
Am I able to give myself guidance?
What's the casting time on that? That's one action, right?
It's one action, yeah. It's
Yeah,
just,
then you can do it.
care to if they notice or anything.
This gives me an opportunity to mention that we will be sticking to the PHB definition of the subtlety and unsubtlety of magic. When you cast a spell, be it a cantrip or otherwise, unless you are using the subtle spell meta magic, it is a glowing flash in the air. There's gestures. The somatic components are spoken aloud, or the verbal components are spoken aloud. The somatic components are visible and obvious. So generally, if you're in a very tense situation, probably keep that in mind, I guess. You're perfectly fine to do it here. I don't think anyone's going to be alarmed by you casting a cantrip until a beam shoots out of it and hits somebody. Not in Baldur's Gate, but, just for future reference. Social magic has its own pluses and minuses.
Gotcha. All right, well, that is then a 22.
Okay, so the whispered conversation is neutral toward you guys. It is very not happy about the guard at the gate is very not happy about the whole Elturel was pulled into hell thing that you did mention to him in some considerable detail, Clive. But that has also gotten you a sort of an endorsement to go straight to the top. So you are currently going to be meeting with the person who is in charge of the Flaming Fist in the absence of Grand Duke Alder Ravengard.
Okay. It seems like they believe our story, and we are going to go meet the person who can help us.
Speaking of whom, he is currently closeted in a pleasantly airy but still barred and locked up interrogation room, interview room, however you want to put it, with Marcus's character. Marcus, would you like to introduce your character?
Hello. My name is Tilden Greymore. I am an elf. I followed several signs because my lady ordered me to be here, and so now I am here.
So, your lady, this is, not to put too fine a point on it, but he gestures towards the barred window, and standing on the outside of the windowsill are no less than 4 ravens, all of whom have stuck their beaks in through the bars and are staring directly at you with unblinking, beady little eyes. And he shifts uncomfortably in his seat as he turns back to you.
Yes, and we shall speak of this nevermore.
Yeah, definitely. You can count on the Flaming Fist's utmost discretion during your stay in our city. And if you do require any legal help, we would be happy to extend that, provided your activities are mostly directed at the cults in the city, the illegal entities in the city, and other people who, generally speaking, the Flaming Fist has conflicting interests with. Is that acceptable to you?
I assure you that my lady insists that we operate with the utmost discretion that we do.
Fantastic. Thank you. Looks back at the
My name, for the record, is Tilden Greymore. TYLDANGRAYMOOR.
I did write that down when you came in, sir. That is, thank you again for your cooperation.
Have a great day, mortal, since you have so few.
Oh,
Oh, boy. And we see all this interaction?
Grimaces, but looks at the ravens and doesn't say anything. So a knock sounds on the door of the interrogation room. and he knocks back on the table 4 times in a sort of staggered pattern. The door opens, and another Flaming Fist guard leans his head in and says, "Captain, the special guests are here. Apparently there was word sent a little bit ago. You were in here with him, and there's some people who apparently the gate guard says you should see." And the captain who's been interrogating you lets out this long, beleaguered sigh and says to you, "All right, you can go. Fair weather to you here in the city. Good luck. I hope not to speak to you again."
Thank you, kind sir. I assure you the feeling is mutual.
So on your way out of the room, you pass the rest of the party. And as that is happening, one of the ravens taps firmly on the glass of the window with its beak.
I make a perception check to size them up and figure out what is going on.
If we could make that an insight or a religion.
Oh. Ooh, goodness. Even 10.
Okay. You would really have to have screwed up worse than that to miss this one. 3 of the birds have left. There's only one there still. And as you look at it, it points with its beak back at the chair you were just sitting. And then flies away.
I will look at the captain and say, "It seems I meant to speak with you yet again and stay here longer." And I resume taking my seat as a almost power move.
He grins painedly at you and welcomes everyone else into the room.
I hope we're not interrupting anything.
No, apparently you're all meant to be here at once, which is great for my peace of mind, but no one ever asks Captain Zodge how he feels, eh?
How are you? Are you okay?
I'm great. I'm doing great. So, what is it that was so important that the gate guard thinks you need to go straight to me?
We witnessed a temporal and spatial anomaly. The
Oh,
entire city of
yeah.
Elturel
It's
has been
totally fucked up.
shifted to Avernus.
Jesus.
I can show you the calculations and equations of how this was done.
You don't want to look at that.
Did a very good job. I've seen them work. It's very sound.
Thank you.
So, what happened to the city of Elturel exactly?
It is not
Well,
here.
you see, 1 minute it was there, and the next minute it wasn't. It got sucked down. Or out. Out?
Out would be more correct, yes.
Out. It got sucked out. Yeah.
What is your what were you doing there?
We were fucking
Why?
about, just
We were
going about our
assisting-
day.
Assisting the guards at the city for reasons, and then when we got back to the city, it has disappeared. There are refugees on their way because a lot of members have been displaced that require housing and anything else that you could potentially provide.
Okay. Just formality, but would you be willing to repeat your testimony under a zone of truth?
No,
Of course.
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
All right, then we can skip that. So the city of Elturel has been vanished into Avernus.
Indeed.
Aye.
And you are aware, I'm sure, that the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate the only man currently holding the city together through what I would like to describe to you as multiple concurrent crises.
It was in Elturel, yes.
Oh yes, that is another.
Wasn't out with you? Wasn't patrolling the woods or anything?
No, he was
Unfortunately,
right directly
Right.
in the center of the city.
You're 100% sure that he was in the city when it went.
No, I did not have eyes upon him. Perhaps he is outside of the city limits. You could always hope.
Yes.
Could be
But
foolish
you
to do
hung
so.
around the city for a bit afterwards and you didn't see him.
Oh no,
Well, we-
Okay.
it would be a vain hope.
Hope is always a feckless course of action.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I agree
Captain,
with that.
I think you would like
For
Captain.
the
I think you would
input.
like this one.
And
Two sad elf boys.
it was that. It was that.
Fuck me
The fundamental
sideways.
problem is, and you talk about multiple concurrent crises in Baldur's Gate. I thought you called that Tuesday here.
Look, normally we would, all right? Normally everything would be handled. Whether it was a fucking dragon attack, whether it's the goddamn ball spawn tearing the city to shreds between them, whether it's anything. Baldur's Gate lives through it. We take it in stride. Now is a very bad time for me. I don't want to name any names, but certain patriarchs have decided to make things difficult for the Flaming Fist. There have been payroll problems, which does not normally happen to us. There have been desertion and subordination problems. There have been really an unfortunate amount of sudden spurts of cult activity. I just would really like for everything to be calm for a bit. And it looks like I'm not going to get that.
Wait,
Yeah.
what kind of cult activity?
Dragon, Dead 3, mostly.
That's what I thought you
There's-
were going to say.
There's been a bit of Lolth, actually.
Off?
Yeah, they recently assassinated a middle manager for one of the local shipping cartels. No idea why. Absolutely no idea. Wasn't even a dark elf, so.
Oh.
Is that one of the normal things
you
that
think,
occurs
yeah.
around Baldur's Gate? That's the more average occurrence.
Normally we understand why. Someone comes to us after and explains it, but it hasn't happened yet. We're still hoping. Anyway. Mind flayer tadpoles. Just around. People finding them
Oh,
beneath carts
Excuse
and
me.
tables. So,
It's terrifying.
Just gonna
yeah,
do
it's not
this
good.
for a while.
Things are... And the reason... I should mention, the reason why I'm opening up to you people and not, I don't know, throwing it out on your ass is partially because of our friend Tilden and his bird acquaintances, and mostly because
Calling
I'm
me
not sure
friend
how to
is a
put this
stretch.
delicately. We have broad deputization abilities when it comes to armed men and women of the violent persuasions in this city.
Ooh, this would be
And as far as, drafting, shanghaiing, pressing into service goes, I would really love it if you guys would volunteer to help me out a little.
Will it make your day better?
It would vastly improve my day, yes.
You seem very stressed.
I'm extremely stressed, sir. I'm extremely stressed.
I don't know. I mean, I've got things to do, you know.
You don't.
I've got
actually.
places to be.
I know a Baldur's Gate goblin when I see one. You don't have
I
things to do.
mean, you know,
You really have
there's,
nothing on your agenda.
there's so much. on
Your
my
schedule's
calendar.
clear,
He
friend.
pulls
Alright.
out a little notebook and he's like, you see, this is your
Why?
schedule, Bosco. There's nothing on it.
It's totally full.
It's totally blank.
My dance card is it's got a bunch of punches on it.
Because goblins are known for their dancing.
That's right.
He is actually a
Oh, I'm
very
sorry.
adroit dancer.
Was that my non-sarcastic tone of voice?
Eh,
I think things have been made abundantly clear.
well, you're not
that we are
agreeing with
supposed to
me.
be
I thought
here.
you were.
According to Article 13 of the Baldur's Gate City Charter, the Flaming Fist has, during times of emergency, broad conscription powers. I suggest we roll with this and we move along and find this. So the sooner we get this done, the sooner I can say adieu to all of you and go back to my life in the service of my lady.
I
That's
tell you what,
certainly,
if Clive goes along with it, I'll go along with it.
I like this guy.
We love to hear it. We love to hear it. It's just
Hello.
nice to find a cooperative group of adventurers. I have a contact that may be able to put you fellas on the right track as far as what's the phrase?
How to undo what's been done?
Infernal activities go.
Yeah.
And this is an elf, name of Tabitha. Frequents the Elf Song Tavern to the southwest. Just a couple of blocks, can't miss it. And as far as the immediate problems in the city go, you probably shouldn't run into anything too nasty there. Unfortunately, it would be somewhat contraindicated, if it were, to send any backup forces, helpers with you. I would really prefer that this stay off the books. Not looking to start any panics, and definitely not looking to get the Flaming Fist mixed up in more fiendish business, especially with this influx of refugees you lot are certain are going to be coming in.
So if you want us to do your dirty work, what's in it for us?
Oh, this is above board work. You will be paid. I should mention that. You're going to be deputized. That's definite. And a deputization, by the way, once deputized, unless and until you are arrested for a crime on a somewhat short list, you will, in fact, remain deputized. And unless given further orders, which almost never happens after the first time, you will retain some of those powers.
Can I see the list?
Okay, so murder,
Okay.
but specifically murder that we would
Yeah.
prosecute,
So
not
bad.
that any of the guilds would prosecute. Theft from a noble, we can't really scrub that one, but we don't tend to prosecute it, as you would be well aware, being a Baldur's Gate resident. There's a couple of other odds and ends there, especially stuff like torture, just generally high impact mayhem upon the innocent citizens of Baldur's Gate. If they cannot then be found to have been involved in some sort of activity inimical to the well-being of the city, you are pretty much good. You will have to answer for your actions if you do end up committing any sort of wanton violence, but until then, there's a lot in there about waving the badge at people, demanding and keeping bribes, things like that. Standard Flaming Fist procedures that are, well, they're in your toolkit now.
We can't
If I
take
give
bribes.
you these bases.
Huh.
Well, only official ones. But,
I'm quite confident that if we just follow Captain Ephraim, then we will not violate any of the rules.
He's a venerated.
Actually, I wanted to ask you, Captain Ephraim, what are you captain of?
That's a very good question.
Oh, we never asked him that. This would be a big story.
I was captain of the Hell Riders.
Ah,
Like 200 years ago, yeah.
well,
Give or take.
Captain of the Hell Riders. And you're not going to, I don't know, find a tiefling and stab him through the chest or anything? Not going to haul off?
No,
You
That's
don't.
great. that would be racist.
Yeah, it would be. And some of you guys don't have a great reputation, do you?
No, not me, not my platoon.
Not you, not your
Captain
platoon.
Ephraim, are you
Nor my
racist? Is that?
platoon.
Was that?
All right.
Captain Ephraim
Teething.
suffers from clinical depression.
No,
not racist.
no.
Oh,
yes.
that's perfectly
It's
fine.
actually
It's
very
Baldur's
serious.
Gate. We're all
No.
So to
liable
sum
to be
this up,
diagnosed
Captain.
with something here.
It is
I
the best.
am
Precious
going to go ahead and give
girls.
you these badges, I think.
Okay. I didn't-
Captain Ephraim, if it would conflict with your prior employment, you can feel free to consider yourself a consultant rather than a deputy.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Not you, Bosco.
No.
No, you're
No,
deputy.
not me.
Why?
And obviously, Tilton, you would not be. Our prior agreement, as far as your powers in the city, and your the length of your leash will not be changed. You will not be deputized. Does that sound all right?
That is sufficient, Captain. Don't worry. We shall solve the issue of your planar prolapse.
Oh,
Gross.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make this final, shall we?
Well,
No signing anything. I'll just need to call up a zone of truth and have you say a few words that nothing binding, just the code of conduct I already explained. Is that sufficient? We good?
Yes.
And then you'll head to the elf song, right? Help me out.
Yes.
Right.
Elf Song Tavern, Tabitha,
Alright.
an elf.
Fantastic.
Yes.
All right.
Mr. Tilden, can I steal that planar prolapse? I'm going to be writing a paper on this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is that the technical term?
It will be
It is
after
now.
I'm done.
Sir, does Topaz also get to be a deputy? Any points that his
Oh.
Another flaming fist paladin comes into the room and unfurls a holy looking scroll, and a flash of light illuminates a sort of runic circle on the ground. Everyone step in, please.
Topaz, I know you can't talk, but do your best to gesticulate what they ask.
Captain Ephraim and Tilden, you do not have to enter the circle. You will be fine staying where you are.
Why?
All right. Names, please.
Clive Standish.
Thank you.
Amo and Topaz.
Thank you. Goblin, that's you.
Bosco the Fifth.
All right.
The long line.
Now, do you, Clive Standish, Damo and Topaz, and Bosco the Fifth, swear to abide by the rules of the Flaming Fist deputization and attempt to avoid unnecessary mayhem in the city of Baldur's Gate as long as you bear this badge?
I guess.
Will you protect the citizens of Baldur's Gate from said mayhem and visit wanton violence only against the perpetrators of other wanton violence?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's it. That's the whole thing. Good luck, everybody.
Well, I had
Go
a
ahead and head to the elf song
When-
if you would.
quick question for you. Is there any type of smithing guilds that exist in the city?
Do you guys need equipped in any way?
Oh, this is I just have some things I would. This is just not for now, but just for after this is done. I would like to.
Yeah, all right.
You're gonna-
Actually, I recommend the Flaming Fists in-house weaponsmiths.
Okay.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but they are the only ones who I believe you will be able to hold accountable if they do try and stiff you after the fact. So,
Alright.
Hmm.
Are they?
good
Are they?
luck.
Are they on our way out? Are they located in this building, or are they in a different area?
Yeah, they're in the building. There's a couple of stations around. Most guardhouses will have one if they are sufficiently large. If you see a second floor, you can probably get some weapon services.
Okay.
Generally speaking, that'll be that. Your pay, your first pay as a deputy, will be due to you next week or upon your first major contribution to the safety of the city, whichever comes first. And I think that's absolutely everything. So,
One technical question.
yep.
What is your preference for the cultists? You want us to bring them in alive or dead?
I mean, I don't love wasting a bunch of my boys' spell slots on Speak with Dead if I can help it. But that's if I can help it. See what I'm saying?
Oh, we have ways of making the dead talk that don't involve spells. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
Okay,
We
we've
shall try.
Do
you,
we?
when you say we, you don't. It's us who has to actually deal with this stuff. You're going to be off on the next thing. You're going to be herring off onto another blind alley that we will then also have to follow you down and clean up the bodies. That's how this relationship tends to work.
Oh, yes, I mean my lady. My lady is very good at getting the dead to spill their secrets if they
Look, bud, we
want
all
to
know who you mean.
return
all
to
right?
the wheel.
We all know who you mean.
I don't.
Lady of Graves,
Oh.
What he means?
Raven Queen. It's very obvious.
Okay.
We're not supposed to talk about it?
Yes, lady.
We're not.
Oh,
We're
alright.
really not.
Is it not allowed in the city or something?
Discretion, my friend,
Okay,
is the better
alright.
part of valor.
Understood.
All right?
All right then.
I mean, I saw the ravens, but I don't like to assume things.
Yeah, well, you know, I think when it's 5 at the window poking on it and staring at me, we can assume. All right?
We're
So
crows. We're
go
not
ahead and get out of
crows.
here.
No,
before
no,
you-
there's a completely different animal, actually. But go ahead.
No, they're little black birds.
No, crows and
Completely
ravens
different.
are the same.
if you're going to have this argument, can you have it on the way out of the room?
Yes, we shall move, and I shall tell you the difference between the two species.
Make it a walk and talk. All right?
Please do.
They're
Move on.
both black and
You run into any trouble,
Birds.
flash the badge.
It
tell
really
them
depends on
Zorg
what
sent
region you
all
encounter them in.
It was
One
nice
is
to-
much
If you-
larger than the
By
other.
the way,
Eh.
if you run into anyone who asks you where Duke Alder Ravengard is, don't tell them hell. Can you do me that favor?
I figured that we were just going to say we don't know.
That's great. We
I
love
wouldn't
it.
have known what to say if you hadn't said anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did a that was a
that's
mistake.
why we don't let you talk as much.
This is why we're covering these rules now, right?
Okay.
Right?
The general conception is to not make your job any harder than it is.
Right. My job, your job, everyone's job, right? So
Right?
All right,
Go ahead
to
and
the
get-
Elf Song Tavern then.
I'm
Oh,
shutting the door.
And ravens
Shutting
are
the door
much
behind
larger
you.
than crows. Like, so let me. No, stop.
How-
Bosco, looking
how
in the eye.
much
I'm talking
larger?
to you. Okay.
The door's shut.
Would you all mind if we stop by the weaponsmith before heading to the
Do your thing real quick.
That's fine.
All right, so you guys are currently in the inner courtyard of the castle. There's this, like I said, it's a little squat fort over in the corner of this sort of like parade ground area that you guys are on the second floor balcony next to. There is, in fact, someone leaning on an anvil, chugging what looks like a giant bottle of straight wine. And just generally, there are Flaming Fists wandering around, talking about their jobs.
Okay, I go up to the one on the anvil.
Okay, so as you head across this parade ground, Bosco, give me a quick perception check.
All right. Three. I got a 3.
Okay, so the rest of you see as Bosco sort of winds. I assume that when you walk with the group, you're sort of wobbling back and forth behind and a little bit to the side of everyone. That's just kind of how I picture your characters walking.
Apparently.
Yeah, sure.
As you're doing that, you get a little close to a shadow under one of the little battlement towers, and a hand reaches out and curls over your shoulder. And you guys all see a solidly 4 foot tall, rail thin shape tap its way in little clanky footsteps around Bosco and give him a little like brotherly sort of hug. And Bosco, this is your fence. His name is Andy, and he is much higher up in the structure of the immediate criminal underworld than you. He is scary. You have never felt good after you've interacted with him, and he did not know about your job with Mephit and Clive.
Ixnay on the Inchfay.
Sorry, what was that, Bosco? Could you repeat yourself for me?
Hello, everybody. This is my my cousin.
Hello.
You know what? Voice pivot. Hey, everybody. I'm Bosco's cousin, I guess.
Yeah, you're my
How are
cousin.
you all doing?
I would say complicated day so far.
And
Yeah, complicated day. I've been having one of those too. Bosco, do you know why I've been having a complicated day?
I really have no idea. Is your mother back in the infirmary again?
Actually, she's fine. She has, believe it or not, turned into a skeleton and is now just sort of walking around, clanking, bones against bones.
Oh, that sounds.
And apparently, I'm gonna have to deal with it for the rest of my natural life.
Oh,
And
that sounds
she-
terrible. Oh, that's,
Yeah,
that's
isn't
awful.
Isn't it just a thing?
Yeah.
Is that true?
You
Is
know,
that
you
true?
poison the woman. Am I right? But
Oh man.
that's a joke, by the way. I didn't poison anybody. He's waving at the flaming fist guards walking by. So,
Oh.
Bosco, back to my question about the thing with the bad day. Do you have any other guesses? Because I can just tell you.
Maybe we should take a little walk. You know, you go
I
ahead
think
and
we're gonna do
to
this
the
here.
thing,
Actually,
to
I
the
think we're gonna
whatever
do this
we're
right
supposed
here
to
in
do.
front of your
And
friends and in front of the flaming fist. Because you know the thing about the guild, right, Bosco? And you know we're part of the guild. Me and you, we're part of the guild. I'm part of the guild, and you're sort of a pseudo employee of mine, right? You get that? You get that relationship that we have.
Debatable. But,
It is
all right.
debatable. It is debatable, Bosco, and I'm glad you're showing that initiative. But here's the thing about the guild. The guild loves it when Baldur's Gate gets prosperous, all right? It loves it when we get money. You understand that, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right. So when money's coming through the city, we're happy. And Grand Duke called a Raven guy. He went to Elturel, right? And you went with him a little bit, didn't you? And we thought, right, hey, Bosco vanished from the city. Isn't that weird? What's he up to? Remy's gone with him, too. Normally, they're thick as thieves, right? They're best buds. They're going to hang out
You know,
together.
here's the thing about Remy. You know, he's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I completely believe that.
Remy had his own thing to do, and you know.
Right, that's great. See, the thing is, we're not talking about Remy right now, actually. I bring her up as a corollary to what I'm about to say
Yeah.
about you, which is that when you went to Elturel with the contingent from Baldur's Gate, right? That was, what, 2-3 weeks ago, right?
Something like that.
You were there. Wizard, what's your
Hello.
estimate?
I would give you the exact time frame.
Do it for me.
Whatever that is. 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yeah. So 3 weeks ago, when the delegation went to Elturel, you guys followed him. And when you followed him, what you did was, if our sources are correct, and they are, you went to do a little bit of independent cross-state line thievery, didn't you?
Hey, you know,
Right.
No.
We were caught for that though.
Yes, you were. You were caught for that by Elturel, which is how come I know about it.
Right.
See what I'm saying here?
Yes. So
And-
now it's okay.
Yeah, messengers just came in. Would you believe it?
Hey, you know,
There's a
Elturel
hole in the
don't
ground
really
where the city
exist
used
anymore,
to be.
so-
Whole deal.
It is gone, yes.
okay.
So, what I got to ask you guys about, is there was a fourth member of your little group, wasn't there?
Oh, yes.
Tiefling named Mephit?
Mephit, yes.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I hear about a tiefling named Mephit. I get suspicious. That's a weird thing to call yourself, right? That's
Obviously,
one of
it
them
was
elementals, isn't
a
it?
nom de guerre, yes.
It is a nom de guerre. I'm glad that you mentioned that. Because the thing about a guy with a nom de guerre who subcontracts one of my employees to do a little bit of off-site work is that I get real suspicious about that, right? And I ask around with my friends, the Flaming Fist. You know the relationship between the Guild and the Fist, right? We act in the outer city the way that they have to act in the lower city. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
We're sort of combination between legalized corruption and the actual policing work of the city. We're
We're
of
quite
the
a
people
fan.
for
Very
the
much
people.
appreciate
You get that, right? The same way the Fist are of the people for the people here in the lower city. That's all checking out for you. You remember all this, right?
Yeah, okay,
So
sure.
when the Duke
I
of the
appreciate
Flaming
the
Fist
information.
vanishes off the face of the fucking earth, and you were there, and you're talking shit about the city getting pulled into hell, all this stuff gets circulated around, right?
Well,
and-
we weren't exactly there. It was, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, we were, but
we were away when it happened.
I never saw no Duke.
Bosco, I'm going to do you a favor and pretend you didn't say that. Now we're going to move along. And I'm going to get to the point, right? I'm taking
Please
up too
do.
much of your time. I understand that. You're busy.
I guess we are.
I want you to know that it is your job, as of now, to find Mephit, to get back the thing you took. Sorry about that, by the way, Captain Ephraim. He's a
Yes.
rambunctious kid.
We're going to give it back to Captain. It's his thing.
And if you do that, Bosco, here's the carrot, right? I gave you the stick. Here's the carrot. You're in. You're made. All right. That sound good to you?
You know, I'm not really sure what the stick is exactly.
The stick is
You,
I threatened you obliquely, Bosco. I'm sorry. I should have been more clear about that. I've worked with you for a while. I
Yeah,
know how subtext goes in conversation with you.
you
That's
know, right
on me.
said.
Anyway, I'm sorry to all of you that I interrupted your trip over to wherever you're going.
You're very
Glad
informative.
to have had this talk. Nice to have introduced myself again. My name is Andy. I'm Bosco's contact with the guild, and if you need our help, those badges are just as good with us as they are with the rest of the citizenry. All right?
Okay.
Much appreciated.
Nice to see you again.
Great to make your acquaintance,
Hope
everybody.
your mother's all right.
Again, she is a skeleton now.
She's
still
undead,
walking
Bosco. It's
around
really
talking
tasteless
about
that you mentioned it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
but-
She's
That was the
fully
point.
undead. She's still.
Yes.
She lives in my house and yells at me, but now from a skeleton mouth instead of her normal mouth. So that's
Like you could get that taken
Well,
care of.
You know,
Really.
we could find a cleric if
wish.
you like.
Awful.
She's my boss. So,
Terrible.
you know.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Walks back into the shadows and is gone.
you seem nice.
Yes.
It's quite informative. That's always be for you. You get to be fully part of the guild. Is that not what?
About 15 feet down the way, the elf at the forge is finishing the bottle of wine. And he looks at it really closely. And he puts it back down.
Ooh, I hope he will sober up by the time I walk up to him.
Hey, bud.
How are you?
How's things? I'm great.
Are you the smith, the smithy for this area?
I am, yeah. Yeah, I'm the smith.
How goes making things? How's that going for you right now?
I'm doing great work, man. I'm
Okay.
doing great work.
Yeah, you seem real happy. And
I am. I'm thrilled.
okay. What is some of the? Can I just see some of your work real quick? See what it looks like to gauge its whole and quality and value.
Sure. Okay, so we got a halberd.
Okay.
And he
How does it
feels
look?
around behind him and grabs the haft of a pike. No, that's a pike. Hold on. Halberd. Hello. This
Okay.
is a halberd. It is a masterwork, if I do say so myself. Did this morning.
Does it look like he said? Does it look like a pretty good, well-made piece of equipment?
Yeah. Without a check, you can kind of tell that this is. I mean, just without the context of the like flaming fist barracks around you, even then you can still tell that this is a good weapon.
Okay, cool. All right, that's all I need to. All right, well, it is great to meet you. I am Damo. This is Topaz, my friend.
Hi, Topaz. You're a little guy. You're a little dragon guy. Like you.
Thank you. I am looking to get some armor requested to be built. If you have the time.
Okay. What kind?
I show them my diagrams. This is for a chainmail. I just specifically need to house my little power source I have here, so just some type of hole for that. But yeah, I'm trying to get some chainmail made.
That's cool as hell, dude. That's fucking cool as hell. Look at that.
Oh, thank you.
You're artificer, right?
Indeed, yes.
Oh, I love working with artificers. Your diagrams are always so good. Give me a diagram. I'm gonna have it done by tomorrow.
Oh wow. Oh, thank you. Yes. If I'm back, I would love to help and assist. I enjoy doing the work as well.
I don't super remember what we charge for chainmail to deputies. Is it cool if I just tell you how much it costs when you get back?
Yes, that is fine.
Okay, great.
You're good?
Yeah,
excuse me.
I'm gonna go get another bottle of wine, actually.
He can't afford it.
I approach and say in Elven, "Excuse me, sir."
In Elven, he responds, "Hello, my friend. How are things?"
Quite good. I may need a few rounds or several rounds of silvered ammunition for my
silvered
musket
ammunition
and for my pistol.
An elegant request from the Elegant Elves. I shall have it all ready at the same time as the armor, unless you need it rushed, in which case I will charge you 10 additional % and have it ready faster.
No, that is sufficient.
Very well then, my friend.
Elegant ammunition from a more civilized age.
A tree's peace be upon you.
Clive doesn't speak Elvish. Oh, this is a travesty.
Damo speaks
It sounds
Elvish.
to the rest of you guys like you stopped being able to speak common. It is just
Oh, Damo's able to speak Elvish, so it's like, what is the silver ammunition for?
I assume that the fist discount on the Elven discount stack.
I am sorry to say, do not, my friend. For to charge you less would be a betrayal of my many human, dwarven, other racially based comrades whom I love and respect with all my heart.
Oh, I understand.
Would it be easier if I spoke to you in Elvish? I didn't know. I did not want to assume anything.
Oh, of course I speak Elvish, good sir. I am a smith trained in the far northern reaches of our kingdoms by the finest elven silversmiths, taught to work on Mithril itself. And I'm here because I suck at gambling, but I really, really enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Everyone has a race.
Yep.
Do you do repairs as well?
Is that in Elvish or common?
It will be in Elvish.
Of course I do repairs, my friend. I am capable of returning almost any arms or armor to their glorious original condition.
Then, my dear comrade, can you repair this double-bladed scimitar for me?
A double-bladed scimitar. It has been too long since I was able to work with a weapon with such heritage. Please surrender it to me, and I shall return it to you in the most beautiful condition possible.
As I'm sure you know, this was passed down from ancestor to ancestor.
Could it be otherwise, my friend? Could it be otherwise?
Too true, my brother. Too true. And I hand it over.
He takes it with wobbly reverence and places it in a clean-looking spot on his smith's table behind him.
If you're working on this tonight, I would love to come back and assist you. I do enjoy the work as well.
Please, I would welcome the company, my friend. No one likes to hang around with me after I stop being drunk because I vomit so very much.
That's fine.
Clive,
Yes.
what the fuck are they talking about?
I don't speak Elvish.
They're
Okay.
just doing some orders, bud. Little buddy. They're ordering. Little buddy.
Should stay hydrated.
He's doing like the stance that you're definitely not supposed to do when talking to a short person. Just like hunched over, touching his knees, like, "Hey there, little guy," and you're like, "No, don't do that. He's very sensitive." Oh no.
As he sort of
Clive.
nods at you seriously and then goes to stand up, he topples forward into the dirt, and a couple of Smith's apprentices who have been sort of anxiously watching the whole conversation come over with like a giant barrel of water and just sort of like start hoisting and shoving him into it face first.
Clive,
Yes.
I'm a little shaky on the what we can do with our new badges. Can we murder this person?
No.
No.
That is one of the things we cannot do.
Also,
Alright.
please.
Very high on the list, in fact.
You should not say that in.
Are you
audible.
sure?
No. If
I
you
am
heard,
100%
he's gonna
positive.
fix up
All
his
right,
stuff.
just checking.
Yes. All right, let's go to the
Because
to the
normally I
Elf Song-
would.
Let's go to the Elf Song Tavern.
Elf
Song
Then
Tavern?
That way, nobody has to murder anybody, and we
Yeah.
can find out what this Tabitha knows.
Elf Song
Okay.
Tavern. Fantastic.
Excellent.
You're just upset because your cousin was talking to you.
Yes.
So you guys are gonna go ahead and head over to the Elf Song Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty
I want to
then.
hear some elf songs.
Yeah, elf songs.
Yeah.
That's what the tavern's called, after all.
They gotta have some.
So the Elf Song Tavern is, like the guy said, just a little ways to the southwest. Very sort of nearby, I guess, is the phrase that I'm trying to say.
All right.
Is the Fog of War working on this page?
No, we can see all of the city.
No, I
No,
don't.
not
wait,
the
I don't know
city.
which- I don't
The
know what
city
page
is
we-
fine.
Okay, good.
The Elf Song Tavern should have the Fog of War up.
Only one way
You know
to
what?
find
Screw
out.
it. It doesn't need to be up. It's tavern. Okay. So you guys head over to the Elf Song Tavern. It's a very short walk with nothing much of consequence. Go ahead and put yourselves down here, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, just going in. They all look friendly. It's gonna be a great time.
It's a lovely place.
Is that the bouncer?
That's a big fella.
Sorry, did I do this last week? Or did I forget to do it at the beginning of the session? Rhea Mantlemorn.
Mm-hmm.
You remember
She
Ray?
left you guys to try and talk to people she knows in the city.
Oh,
We
okay.
just assumed that Rhea didn't want to hang out with us.
Yeah, she
was
didn't like
really
it.
unimpressed. Yeah.
Really
Okay.
done.
She thinks that splitting up will help you, and also maybe is a little shell shocked and not willing to keep hanging out
Putting
with a
up
bunch of
these
strangers.
Yeah,
leaves.
maybe Remy's with her, depending on when Remy comes back. You know.
Hmm.
Okay, so Rhea is off in the city doing independent investigation right now. So
Okay.
it is just the 5/ambiguously 6 of you. As you approach the tavern, a friendly-looking, I actually am not sure what kind of guy that huge tall dude is.
Okay.
Roll. I like his
Whatever.
vest.
Half ogre. That's what it is. So
Oh,
there is a half ogre outside
God, what's
in
the other
a
half?
Yeah.
sort of nice looking vest and some elegant yellow pants. And she waves you guys down as you approach the bar and says, "Have fun at the elf song, everyone."
I love.
Hey. You seem nice.
I like to be.
Who are we looking for again?
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Are we looking for a person by the name of Tabitha if they happen to be in currently?
Oh, she's always here. Try upstairs.
All right.
Oh, thank you for being straightforward and informative.
My pleasure.
Oh,
No murdering in the bar.
I wouldn't dream of it.
What is your name?
Schooner.
Hello, my name is Damo.
Nice to meet you, Damo.
Okay. Shall we head in? Is there
Oh,
any
a nice young
any other
man.
rules besides the no murdering? Is that it?
No, not really.
Okay, cool.
Try and buy a drink if you're going to be here for more than an hour.
All right. So do we? I guess I try to just do a general perception check to see how this place is.
This is a lively city bar. There's a lot of people gathered here for a combination of like gambling and just cooling off after whatever day of work they've had. Do go and roll me the perception check, though.
Okay.
You can pick up on anything extra.
Topaz, give me the help action.
Sure.
That's a wow, two 12, so 14.
Okay. There is this place does kind of have that same vibe of like, we're trying to do things normal, but the city is kind of in a scary place right now. So everyone just smile and laugh at each other and try not to drink as much as you kind of feel like you want to.
Everyone is very tense in the city.
The trying times.
Troubling time.
You can definitely get the sense that the stress being felt by the guard captain is sort of mutually. It's definitely a widespread sort of assessment.
All right.
All right, so should we try to find this woman upstairs?
Certainly. Here, I'll walk in and I'll buy us a round of drinks, so that way we can stay here for a while without getting kicked out.
All
That's a
right.
good idea.
There's a bunch of options for different kinds of beers, different wines.
Some
And...
real simple beers for everyone.
All right, that's
How
just a
much?
copper each.
All right, a copper each. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. I will take it off. And everybody, just hold it. I know you probably don't want some, Tilden, but you just have to hold it, and then you just pour it out at the end of the night. There you go. All right. Now we're blending. Look at us.
Oh,
The bartender, when he hears you say the thing about pouring it out at the end of the night, says, "Outside, please.
Yes.
Pour it
please.
outside.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
And then bring the tankard back. We don't.
I can have that right now. There you go.
We have to pay for those if you leave with them."
Bosco's is gone already.
do you get the tankers back a lot? Like 50-50 or? I'll ensure that my tankard is brought back.
Thank you. Please.
Excuse
do.
me. One called Bosco. Give me your empty tankard for my full one.
All right.
Thank you.
Did you hand the tankard back to her now to just
Oh, I shall take the empty tankard. It is
Okay.
It is my passport into this establishment.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think as long as we bought one.
That's totally normal. Nothing weird
So
about
here in
that.
the Here in the tap room are a number of people hanging around drinking, mostly just like sort of medium well-dressed workmen for the most part. A lot of construction people, a lot of tradesmen who move like shipped goods around the city. This is it's a relatively cosmopolitan bar for being in Baldur's Gate and in the lower city, but this is the kind of place where you could feel pretty good to have a drink. Kind of no matter who you are.
Oh, this is very nice.
There is a set of stairs in the eastern side of this room, as well as a bunch of doors that lead off into sort of little private tables and storage areas.
Should we just head upstairs then? Or
Yes, we are mission oriented. We heard that Tabitha was upstairs, yes?
All right, then I guess we should head upstairs.
All right. Up the stairs, you
I
find...
would like to follow the party, but sneaking.
All right, go ahead and roll me your stealth check.
Just fade to the shadows behind us.
It's a whopping 12.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's like that. Does that beat my passive? I think my passive perception is a 12. So
Same.
It beats mine, so to me, you disappear.
So at the table nearest to the staircase right here, there is a group of people playing a game of dice. There is over here a group of people who appear to be in between rounds of the same game. And just generally, things are a little more subdued upstairs. And the different doors around here go to more private rooms than the ones in the first
Does anyone up here look wealthy?
Absolutely, yes. There is I think that is a human merchant who looks Omnian named Lala Stout. That is, well, you don't know the name, but that is just sort of whistling and fingering a thick and clinky pouch.
We should have asked who Tabitha looked like. I do not know. Do you know, Bosco? What Tabitha?
They are a female elf. I mean, have we seen a female elf yet? I don't think we have.
Are they a female elf? Did I say that?
You said it was an elf, and they were at the Elf Song Tavern.
She's a dwarf.
She's a dwarf? Oh,
Dwarf.
okay.
A lot of you are elves. I misspelled.
Then have we seen a female dwarf yet?
There is a female dwarf at that first table right here.
What?
How is she looking?
Just sort of quietly and intently playing dice with the rest of the people around this table.
I would like to take a seat at the table.
All right. So you, the one next to this female dwarf, or there's a couple of open seats. One next to them, one sort of across the corner.
Seat to her.
What's that?
The closest seat to her.
Okay. When you sit down, this female dwarf looks up at you and says, who are you? What, you want to play dice, or?
The name is Captain Ephraim.
Captain Ephraim, huh?
Aye.
What are you captain of?
Right now, not a lot, but I'm here on Flaming Fist business.
Flaming Fist business, is it? Okay. Yeah, I might be able to help you out. You want to play dice?
Well, kind of in a hurry.
I'm not.
Well, what's one game then? Lawyer's
All right.
Dice.
Fantastic.
What's the game here?
It's Baldur's Bonds. You know how to play Baldur's Bonds, Elf?
I've never been to Baldur's Gate. I don't know Baldur's Bones.
New in town, and already working for the Flaming Fist. You love to hear it. Civic responsibility, that is.
Can I send Tobaz just fly on Captain Ephraim's shoulder?
You absolutely can.
Okay. Just do
I
that
have a strong sense of justice, duty. I was part of the L Riders too.
All riders. That's something.
But that was a long time ago.
Well, I've heard plenty of your life story. I'm afraid if you want mine, I'm going to ask you to play me for it.
Fine by me, so long as you tell me the rules.
Fantastic. All right. So Baldur's Bonds works like this. You ante up. Right now, we're just playing for 2 silver. You roll 3 dice. And then we move clockwise. Everyone rolling. As the host of the game, I go last. And on your turn, you can stand or you can roll. If you stand, the next player takes the turn. And if you roll, you take another die and you roll it. What you're going to look for is a 21. And if you go over, you're out. And if you go under, you got to beat the next closest person.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Think I can get the hang of it.
2 silver it is.
2 silver. Sounds just fine.
She puts in 2 silver, as do the other 2 people playing. Just put them on the table so it's obvious. So actually, since it moves around in a clockwise circle, you're going to be going last, I think. So the first guy immediately to her left rolls, and right off the bat gets a 12. The person after them rolls and gets an 8, and you're up.
2d6?
Would guidance
3d6.
3d6.
Would guidance have any assistance with this at all?
It would not, unfortunately, unless, of course, Captain Ephraim were to attempt to cheat or otherwise bluff, in which case that would be a skill check.
Okay.
I rolled 6.
Okay, that's a 6 right off the bat. Tabitha is going to go next, and she gets a 7 as, or actually, she's the first one with a 7. So up next is the one with a 12, who is going to roll 1 more die for an 18. Then the guy with the 8, going to roll 1 more for an 11, and you're up.
Okay, 11.
All right, you're at 11. Tabitha's next. She goes up to 9. The person with the 18 is going to stay with their 18. The person with the 11 is going to go up to a 17. Wait, it wasn't an 11, was it? We're going to say it was an 11. Goes up to a 17. And you're up.
15.
15. And Tabitha rolls another one. That's just a 1. The person after is still with an 18. The person after that has a 17 and has to roll. That's bust. And you're back.
It's a mighty exciting game, Tabitha. Where'd you learn this one?
Oh, we play it all over the city, Captain Ephraim.
18.
18. You're tied up. Let's see if I can join you. I have.
Wow.
This is a uncommonly exciting game for just 8 silver. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it up one. Let's say 2 more gold.
I like where your head's at, lass.
Having gotten the nod from you, she puts 2 gold into the pile and rolls again. He busts.
Oh.
So now it's just you and the other guy, and he's gonna roll one for. He hits 20 and puts in his 2 gold. So you got to put in 2 gold. You got to back out, and if you put in the 2 gold, you roll.
Can I phone a friend?
You can try and cheat somehow.
Just 2 gold, man. Go for
It's
it.
just 2 gold.
Oh, but it's more than 2 gold. It's pride on the line.
Well, is your pride about taking risks, or do you want to fold?
I took
Also-
a risk once.
Oh yeah, see, this could be all part of your deep psyche. You took a risk when you and the Hell Riders charged into Avernus. If you don't want to take the risk now, you can be like, I used to take risks. I don't do that anymore. You know, that's deep. That's moving. Tell me about it.
Damo wants to nap all the help he can get because I can cast touch spells through Topaz, but how does that work as far as being stealthy?
You do the gesture, Topaz glows.
He glows.
It's gonna be super odd.
So can Topaz also try to be stealthy with it?
Yes, I will allow a sleight of hand check contested against perception.
Okay, his stealth is pretty good.
What spell are you doing?
Guidance, in case you decide to cheat.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
He's not gonna
Honorable.
cheat. Not gonna cheat.
Just in case. You might not, but hey.
Yeah, but like, why are you taking this risk if he's not even gonna use it?
I'm rolling. I rolled a 3. Let's go!
Look at you. You are 6 gold and 8 silver richer.
You. And you did it honestly.
Tabitha laughs a big dwarven belly laugh and slaps you on the back. Captain Ephraim, look at you. You can play with the big boys, I guess. That's fun. That's a good time.
He is
I'd
indeed our
love to introduce a new person to the city.
I gotta say, it's the first time I've been out in the house in a long time, and I'm having a bit of fun.
Oh, good.
I bet you are. It's fun when you win, isn't it? That's why I keep
Jeez.
coming back. I'll tell you that for free.
This
Alright,
is
what did
great
you
for his depression.
gentlemen want to know? And she waves the other 2 people like a little sort of.
While this diversion is happening, Bosco would like to try to pickpocket the rich person in the room.
All right, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand. Yeah,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
Money today.
Yeah, that's a win. That's a win for Bosco. You get away clean with. I assume you're going after that purse.
Yeah,
Are you trying to skim out of it, or are you taking the whole thing?
I'll tell you the whole thing.
All right. You better get your business done quick, because he seemed like he was, playing with it pretty frequently. But I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Back over to the group. Oh my god.
Anyway, Tabitha is ready to tell you guys what you want to know.
Yeah. We need to know
So
about
I believe that what you specifically wanted to ask her about was cult activity and
Infernal
infernal
activity.
goings on.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna also say the Flaming Fist took your prisoner guy into custody. The dragon
Ooh.
cultist.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
Nice. Smart.
And yeah, he didn't know anything, I don't think. So that's fine. I am not off base here. So, okay, Tabitha you guys are now sort of a little bit more isolated at the table. Tabitha has sort of waved away the people who were hanging around. And in a pretty quiet little brogue, she explains that there has, in fact, been a marked increase in the specifically cultish goings-on around the city. And that, as a matter of fact, the sort of northeastern section of the city has seen some deeply suspicious goings-on around a particular bathhouse.
Ah, the bathhouse.
And you guys recall that,
Comes back to
as a
the
matter
head.
of fact, there was someone yelling about a bathhouse while they were interrogating that dragon cultist, and that someone was, in fact, a member of the Cult of the Dead 3. Excellent PM, James. We are well into what could be break time. So if everyone wants to take a quick 5, we can go ahead and get that done, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Very good.
All right.
And we're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ride to Retribution. Redemption. Not Richard. Anyway.
That might be what it is after that. Yeah.
We're in the tavern. We know about the bathhouse. And there is a loud bang from downstairs.
Oh.
And a voice calls up through the tavern. Hello? Is there anyone here by the name of Tabitha?
Ma'am, is there something going on?
Do I recognize the voice?
Tabitha has frozen in her seat and shakes her head no.
Does Bosco recognize the voice?
Bosco would not recognize the voice.
Oh, shit.
Are you in danger, ma'am?
I'm just gonna say yes and go ahead and get under the table.
What did you do?
I don't know. What did you do?
How did you
shit?
piss off?
I'm under the table now. I'm not
You
here.
see, Bosco,
If anyone asks,
Tabitha,
I'm not here.
Tabitha knows things, and if someone doesn't want her to know the things, that could make lots of people mad. You understand that, Bosco?
She
Uh,
is under the table.
All right.
I'm gonna get under the table with her.
Okay.
Since I'm lurking at the base of the stairs, can I see who or what it is?
You cannot yet, but you will in a second if nobody else is doing anything in the moment.
Not the moment.
All right.
I cast
So,
Mage Armor.
I would like to continue to just stay there, but redo my stealth check if possible.
I think you're pretty much stuck with the 12 at this point. Unfortunately, the people are already sort of like in the main room. So, actually, you know what? You could, if you're hiding in a new way, you can redo the stealth check.
So previously I was trying to hide from the line of sight from the people upstairs, and now I'm trying to conceal myself from downstairs. Looky loos.
Okay, yeah, that's grounds to redo your stealth check.
And that would be a 23.
Okay, a little bit better this time. So you are the first one to see a group of absolute back of the box, boilerplate, dictionary picture pirates walk into the tavern. They're in striped white and blue shirts with red bandanas around their heads. They're all carrying cutlasses and scimitars, and a good 4 of them are either missing an eye or the lower part of one of their legs.
So you said 4 total?
There are 8 pirates, and there appears to be 7 sort of normal pirates and 1 leader pirate. Which you can tell because he has on a big fancy coat. That's a 5 insight DC to figure that out, by the way.
So we all made it.
I'm going to do silent hand signals to the party for 3. So
Is that
7 and 1.
okay?
And is it possible to maybe get a shot off at these people?
It would be, yeah. You could certainly do it from your concealed position on the staircase.
All right. I will try and pop off a shot with my trusty pistol at the leader.
Okay.
So that's I assume with advantage.
It is, yeah.
All right.
This is a attack from stealth for advantage.
Yep. That is the high on that is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that does 10 piercing and 6 sneak.
Okay. Dang. Well, that is one sort of solidly injured pirate captain. And everybody roll initiative.
Yay.
All right.
No.
Okay.
And the day is mine.
Alrighty. Where's-
All right, James, what's your roll?
14.
Alden?
4.
David?
22.
And Ephraim?
1A.
And Tilden?
Nat 20.
20 what?
Natural 20, 24 total.
24. All right. Up first, then, is going to be you. So these pirates, upon the shot being fired, they stagger back from their leader. They are not surprised. They came in here looking for a fight, but you definitely started off the combat with a bang.
All right.
All right, so since that worked so well, I am going to fire off another shot at the captain.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
That
No
is a
advantage this time. You've exposed your position with the gunshot.
21 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, and it's only 5 damage.
Okay.
And I am going to use my movement to move back to back away from the stairs and sort of position myself behind this table.
Okay. Great. That's you. Up next is
I should also probably warn the party. There are 7 pirates and a pirate captain. I have severely injured the captain. I feel like you should all know this since we are all fighting together at this point.
Thank you.
friendly warning from your friendly neighborhood violent elf. You know, let's go ahead and kind of missed my shot, but I'm gonna play it anyway. All right, that's David next with the 22.
Alrighty. So, okay. Gonna head down the stairs so I can have line of sight.
Yeah, let me put those pirates down. I skipped the step there. But they're all piling into the center of the floor.
What happened to the doorman? Is he alright? Is he safe?
Actually, since you are sort of beginning the, fighting section of the tavern going experience, you can see pretty clearly, just looking down at the sort of grouping of the people and the way that they've sort of clustered against the walls and otherwise aren't really doing much. It doesn't look like anybody is going to be intervening unless the bar itself is in danger. So they were probably just let in by Skuna outside.
Skuna betrayed us.
This is probably, by the estimation of the bar employees, you guys' problem, not theirs.
Okay. All right, so the pirates are in the middle. Which is the one that got hurt already?
That would be this one in front.
Okay, so oh, cool. All right, cool. 30 feet away from him. Pull out my newly created magic crossbow and fire. Ooh, that's a 21.
Okay.
So then that's going to be 7 points of damage.
All right.
And then oh yeah, is he up still?
Yeah, the pirate captain's still up.
Okay, cool. As a bonus action, then have Topaz fire off as his mouth opens and just a projectile of force just goes straight towards him. So to hit, that would be oops. Lost my okay, let's try it again. That would be a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, for another 5 points of damage.
All right. So as you guys follow up with the second barrage of attacks on the front center pirate captain, his coat, which is colored a fancy-looking black, begins to develop these rather large and spreading stains across the front, and with an arrow or two and an obvious hole sticking into him, he brandishes his cutlass and says, "You'll have to do more than that to kill me, lad." And they began to charge toward the stairs.
My
This
mom
guy is going to be first up.
back up a little bit.
If you're still good, got movement, and it's still your turn, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back up here. Steps. Poke down, fired shots, and gain back.
So this pirate goes ahead and runs his full movement to the bottom of the stairs, and he is not going to be able to, I think, hit you from there. Well, yeah, he's not going to be able to hit you. They're in between the top and the bottom. There's a floor in between the two of you. So that's his turn, and we are around to Captain Ephraim.
All right, Captain Ephraim will take position. Oh, here. Oh, so smart. And wait for pirates to stupidly funnel themselves up the narrow stairs.
Okay, so you've shouldered your way into a smaller private room off the side.
Yep.
That room in particular is an interesting pick from you. There is a small golden elephant with two little wings sleeping on a cloud floating over the bed in the center of the room. And there is an audible sort of coming out of her little wobbly golden trunk.
It's adorable.
That might be a figment of me broken psyche. I will deal with that in a minute. Right now, I have pirates to take care of.
Oh,
And-
shit. Actually, go ahead and roll me a... What's your highest stat that normally relies on int?
It is tied religion and investigation.
Go ahead and roll me, I think religion is great for this, a religion check using your charisma modifier.
Ooh, okay. So that is a 16, 21 total.
Okay, you know this little elephant personally from 100 years ago.
No.
This elephant's name is Lulu, and you did not think that you would see Lulu again. But before you have any real time to process that moment, another one of the bandits goes ahead and comes charging. I believe he can actually get up.
Oh, I wanted to take my action.
You have an action? I thought you were readying an attack. I'm sorry,
No.
did you not say that?
I might have accidentally implied it, but I want to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. All right. That is registered. So that is the rest of your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay, this bandit does, in fact, run up the stairs. He gets line of sight on Damo, and he is going to fire his crossbow at you. That is going to be that is a 20 to hit.
Yes, that does hit me.
All right, go ahead and take 3 piercing damage.
That's not fun.
That is his whole turn, though. And the next bandit is definitely not going to make it up the stairs, so I'll just move him. And then let's go ahead and send bandits D through G to guard the door in case Tabitha tries to escape. Which brings us around to Bosco's turn.
Bosco's under the table with Tabitha.
Bosco is under the table.
So, Tabitha, how long have you been in Baldur's Gate?
Sorry? What?
How long have you been here?
I mean, I've lived around the city for like a while.
Well, where were you before that?
Is this the time, do you think?
What else are we gonna do? We're both hiding under the table, so...
I guess that's true.
I just get shot in the arrow and
Are you single?
Oh my god.
Or do you have a, a significant other?
Yeah, I am actually... You know what? I'm in a committed relationship.
That's excellent. That's great.
With a silver dragon.
A silver dragon,
named
you
Tim.
say?
Yup. Jealous type.
No
So,
kidding.
Yeah, the rest of this conversation is unfortunately outside the bounds of our negotiated relationship.
I just asking questions. I just want to get to know you a little better. I'm not,
Yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely what's happening.
I'm not hitting on you, if that's what you think.
I'm gonna go find a different
It's
table.
just that we happen to be under a table
I'm gonna
while
go
people
find a
are
different
attacking
table.
and we're both
I'm-
hiding.
You know,
so, I thought
you
I'd
came
ask
on
you a couple
strong,
of
and
questions.
I'm gonna go hide under a different table.
All right.
This arrow is very painful.
So I guess that happens. That entire conversation, and another bandit, pirate, bandit stats goes to crowd the bottom of the stairs, and then it is our pirate captain's turn, and he pushes his way through his men, and let me look at the. Yeah, I think he has line of sight on Damo. No, you know what? I'm gonna say no. He does not have line of sight on Damo, and he's gonna have to stop there. So Captain Ephraim, your little elephant bud, Lulu the Holophant, she wakes up when there's begins to be the sounds of like crossbow bolts and other such violence happening outside. And when that starts to happen, the sort of charming little cloud puffs away in a little burst of smoke, and she drops hard onto the surface of the bed, shakes herself, and charges toward you, sleep still in her eyes, and she says, "You there, mortal man! I am Lulu, Sword Princess of the Olivant people, and you disturbed my rest shall die!
Oh.
And we're going to go ahead and end the session there. Pick this up next time with the rest of Lulu's turn. She seems unhappy, gang, huh?
Oh, man. Oh.
Wow.
A celestial elephant?
Yeah.
TPK.
Talk about a
making.
wrinkle, right?
Guys, we are going to see you again next Wednesday at 7:15. As we said, there is a link up there and in the stream's description where you can donate to Save the Children in order to help out with the Ukraine crisis and the ongoing invasion there. James, if there's anything else you wanted to mention, now would be the time.
Slava Ukraini.
Slava Ukraini. All right, everybody. That is going to go ahead and be it for us here at Neon Goblin. Have a good rest of your week.
Bye.